This is Creeper World 3. Arc something or other. I forget the actual subtitle of this game. Woke up this morning with keyboard keys imprinted on your face, huh? Don't worry about it. I don't mind if you pass out during my stream. Or I know Tate doesn't either, so it's whatever. How is my voice volume compared to the game volume, by the way? Hopefully it's pretty good. And is my bot running? It is. Okay. Can make sure that's running, so I can keep an eye on track. On chat, not on track. Though keep an eye on track is also good. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. So we can tell it not to orbit planets. Okay. Cool. I actually did play this game just a bit yesterday. I think I got through the first 3 or so sectors. I actually reset the missions, by the way, so there is that. Seems fine thus far. Okay. Archive transmissions. So this is actually the beginning communications between me and Leah. Me being Skarsgård Abraxas. I've actually played the first 2 Creeper Worlds on Congregate, I believe I played them on. If not, it was some other online source. So yeah, I don't know if Leah is supposed to be male or female or what the hell Leah is. I don't exactly remember. This is more or less a continuation of the story, though. To kind of catch up on that, Creeper World 3 is a continuation of Creeper World 2, which is a continuation of Creeper World 1. Go figure. The Creeper is essentially an enemy ran by the Loki? I want to say the Loki is actually the name that commands the Creeper. The Loki are essentially a species or something or other that commands the Creeper and destroys out every single human race possible, especially if they get too far knowledgeable or too expansive. It is essentially a human reset switch, if you will, because what was that, Mason? Free online Creeper Worlds are much different than the ones before. Okay, good to know. So yeah. Scars, wake up! Scars! Commander Skarsgård Abraxas. Where? What? Wait a minute. Who are you? I'll keep the ship's lights very low. You have slept for a very long time. My name is Leah. I don't know any Leah. The last thing I remember is Platius laughing and saying, Fortuna favet fatius. Fatius? Whatever. Where am I? Where is Platius? And who are you? Slowly, Platius created me shortly after he placed you in suspended animation. I was your guardian for the eons that passed. I have watched over and protected you for many cycles. I am part of the ship we are on. We have been in orbit around a stable singularity for many eons, hiding from all that transpired. Just how many eons? It is difficult to measure because of the expansion of space, the rift space cataclysm, variations of various cosmological constants. Quit stalling, just a round figure. Over 5 billion Earth standard years. At this point, I believe our actual soul, or our sun, if you will, has actually imploded at this point. According to what human, actual real-life calculations are for the sun. Which, I really don't care either, Demois. By the way, I actually hate wireless equipment. I actually use a wireless, wired keyboard and mouse, and everything else I use is wired. I dislike wireless simply because of the batteries. My gods, why? Answer me, why? I'm sorry, Scars. All I know is that now is when I was able to awaken you. I and the ship are now at your disposal. My only instructions from this point forward are to follow your commands. None of this makes any sense, or even seems possible, but I long ago abandoned the concept of impossible. So let's take a look. Ship sensors indicate we are no longer orbiting a singularity. Correct. I warped the ship to a nearby star system to begin the reactivation process. Unfortunately, there appears to be a warp inhibitor in the system, so we are stuck here till you do something about it. Warp inhibitor? Move the ship to Tempest, the world without a shield, and then launch ground activities. I'll explain more once there. Yeah, I don't watch his stuff anymore, Demois. I've seen maybe about 3 or 4 of his videos and have forever since hated it. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, we're going to Tempest. We have no score, we have no time, since this is technically my first time, air quotes, playing through the game. I didn't read any of the commentary by Leo or Scars or anything else, so the storyline is kind of unknown to me. I do know that the Loki are involved. That seems a bit loud. Wow, does that seem a bit loud? You, down boy, down, further, a little bit more. Holy crap, that was loud. Hopefully that's not too bad anymore, and hopefully it's still hearable. Alright. Excellent. This world should suffice for demonstrating the core capabilities of the ship. There's a creeper emitter here. Yes, I'm afraid so. Much has happened while you slept. Dozens of human civilizations rose and fell, each trying ever more desperate measures as the creeper would always return. The last whispers of the final civilization haven't been heard in many thousands of years. As far as my sensors can ascertain, only ruins remain. Why was I forced to sleep through all this? Through this all, only to awaken to utter desolation. Strange, this world seems to contain some manner of pod. Technological remnants are rare, so I would investigate. Follow the ship's automated assistance system and acquire that pod. Let's see, select a command node from the menu below, and land in the gray area in the upper left portion. Let us go ahead and do that. Right there. Alright, now build collectors. I don't exactly have a static plan of how to build my base. I just kind of spam once I start getting some things laid out. Especially early on here. I need to build 10 collectors, huh? Shouldn't be too difficult. I think I already have 10 collectors set out. If not, I do now for sure. These collectors provide our ship with energy, by the way, using the terrain around us. Essentially, where you see the green area here, that is where we're getting energy from the terrain. I don't exactly remember the lore behind it, but that is essentially what is happening, which is why we need them. Later on, we do get some reactors, which allow us to make more compact power systems, but that'll be further down the road. There we go. Do I connect those two? Can I connect those three? I can. I would like to actually make a bridge here just so we can get some stuff going. And let us actually rush on over here. Weapons are now required. Let us build a cannon here and here. Build some cannons there, and then from here we can build some additional collectors to expand our network out to over to here, and then make a few more cannons. There's no lore behind the collectors or how they work, they just exist, huh? I believe Creeper World 2, Mason, actually had the lore behind the collectors and what they did. If not, it was Creeper World 1 that kind of gave hints to it. I know the lore behind a lot of these structures aren't explicit, but there's a lot of hints to them in a lot of the games that have been released for Creeper World already. Alrighty. Let's get more collectors going, because we can always use more power. Always. And at the top in the center there, you can actually see what our current power production is and what we are presently using. Essentially, you want to make more power than you're actually using. There's a few times I actually go against this rule of thumb later on, but that is with good reason. Alrighty, so we got another couple cannons up over here. And these red pellets, by the way, are essentially ammo weaponry. The white ones are energy to build. These also find the shortest route to a location, so there is that as well. Essentially, I need to knock that back and get a collector or something in there that'll connect to it. Then have that built, and we will collect that here. What is this? It's a shield key. Okay, so that's for the next world. That information can go away. Yeah, we can also move the pulse cannons around if we so desire. They do fly, kind of like a StarCraft thing, so there is that as well. We can actually essentially shut this place down here, and we need to destroy the emitter using a nullifier. The nullifier, you can actually see the energy down here required to craft it, to build it. It takes 50 energy to do so. The cannons take 25, and the collectors only take 5, so that is definitely something to keep in mind. Once the nullifier has been fully built, it'll take some energy to get sent there to actually power it up, and then it'll destroy the emitter here. With the cannons, by the way, you can actually set them up to more or less allow them to nullify a emitter without actually doing anything else. Like right now, you can tell it's not being able to. The creep isn't being able to get to expand just because there's so many cannons there. Oh, and there goes the emitter, charging up. Alrighty. So let us claim our victory, and we shall continue without submitting our score. So Corsair has been, let's see, does this actually give me any more information, or is this just, okay. The lore in most of these Creeper World games, Demois, is explained as you kind of go on. To begin with, you were kind of in the dark. The only reason I know anything about it is because of I played Creeper World and Creeper World 2. So that's why I have an idea of it. I mean, I also read some of the Creeper World 3 text when I was going through this game for testing purposes, just to see how well it played and whatnot. But other than that, I really have no idea what's going on in this game. Excellent. That pod from Planet Tempest contained a shield key for this planet. Obtaining it allowed us to lower the shield and access this planet. Entire planet shielded? This must have been some desperate attempt to defend against a creeper. One that sadly failed. The human civilization that developed the shielding technology had high hopes. They accomplished many great and magnificent defeats, but the end came for them just like all the others. There's a large structure here. This must be the warp inhibitor? Indeed. It's down over here. Yes, these inhibitors restrict warp travel to other systems. We need to destroy this inhibitor so we can leave the system. Destroying the inhib will destroy all our enemies on the map. Why would the Creeper or Loki build warp inhibitors? They did not. I recommend acting quickly and getting us out of here, Scars. No world is ever safe for long. So let's go ahead and get that down. Let's get some collectors going. And as you can see, there are actually already collectors here. We just got to connect to them. And the network turns red when you expend more energy than you're actually producing, as you can see here with the wires. Yeah, this is more of a variation of a tower defense kind of game. Definitely no doubt about that. And we have collected the relay, which will allow us to send out energy faster. While this is more like a tower defense game, it is also more like an RTS. Like StarCraft or such, but instead of commanding units, you command structures, and instead of getting attacked by enemy units, you are attacked by this blue stuff here. This is the creep. So essentially we need to destroy the inhibitor right here. That is our end goal. So let's go ahead and start getting some of these collectors out into the open so we can get some weaponry out there. Alrighty, let's place a cannon here and here. Let's place one here. Here, one here, and let us see about getting a few out there. For this, we're also going to be placing a few more relays, just to help speed up the process. Oh, right, that's not built yet, so I won't be able to connect to it. There's fine, I guess. And there. Alright, so we can go ahead and do that and that. Alright, that's too far. No, I have never played Total Annihilation. At least I don't believe so. The name doesn't sound familiar to me. So I'm going to put some more relays up on those platforms. Get some of those guys out over here, just so we can attack the creep. And go with that. We can go ahead and advance our units in a bit, our cannons. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get a relay set up to here just so we can start with annihilating the creep from above. And we shall put a relay there as well. Collectors here just so we can get additional power. Planetary Annihilation? No, that even sounds less familiar to me than Total Annihilation, which sounds more like a video game than Planetary Annihilation. Let's go ahead and get some more power going as well. Via the collectors. One of the biggest mistakes I've noticed people do in this game is they underestimate the power that you need for large-scale operations. Which is why I have so much going on right this second. Alrighty, so it's still connected. So, since the nullifier is in place, I can place a nullifier there because it's in range of that emitter. You think I would like it? Let's go ahead and head down in this bottom corner here. And let us go ahead and move these guys up. Over there. You can go here. Build a relay there and another one there. Alrighty. So this nullifier is being powered and that'll be destroyed here momentarily. Got the cannons up there destroying this creep, which allow me to nullify the inhibitor without threat. Oh, there we go. Got the nullifier going in. Also, this blue thing, we have not yet learned about it, but it essentially improves structures. Like this relay normally wouldn't reach out to this one over here, but with that it does. You'll be taking advantage of that later on in the game, for sure. Can't fit that there. Oh well. Because if the green overlaps, it only accounts for what the green is. So like you see this unit here, there is an overlapping portion on the upper left-hand side. I will only get additional power from where it's not already green. The reason for this is because it uses the ground cover as power source. I don't know if it uses geothermic kind of content or what, but essentially it uses the nature around it to make power. And you can't have overlapping claims on it because it's too taxing on the land, so to speak, anyway. Like I had mentioned earlier, we will get reactors which will allow us to do a spam later on. Actually, in some worlds, I'll probably end up with about 100 power going in and maybe like 80 going out, depending on what's going on. Yeah, we have defeated that. And now we can go to the sector map, and we can go to here, our next location, also known as Bidus. Let's see. Yes, it'll reset them in this sector. Apparently, that is on a sector-to-sector basis. Wait, is it not? No, huh. That is interesting. Let me read this again. You're about to reset all progress in this sector. How much progress we lost if we take all side games for these missions will be deleted. Are you so sure? No. That is interesting. So it actually resets them all, but it doesn't reset them properly? I'm a little confused on what the reset actually means. The game we were talking about was made in '99. Let me go ahead and redo this mission really quick then. It won't take me long, trust me. Yeah, because we can essentially just rush the inhibitor. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and speed this up then. With 4x speed. Let's go to make the nullifier, and yeah, we'll be done with this mission in like no time flat. Done. That took us 4 minutes apparently, but not really because I had on 4x speed. Did I not grab something from here? Or do I actually have to beat Tempest again? Whatever. Let's redo these really quick then. I was unaware that the reset missions was like that. We can also do this one pretty quick. Demoist, do you remember the game called Dune 2000? should be it for this mission. Alrighty, there we go. The reason I wanted to reset again was because it said still 3 of 3 for this sector, but it's obviously not the case. Let us go to Telos first. I believe that was the first one of the 3. Might have actually been Far York, but we'll be doing all 3 anyway. Telos. This is a world that has been silent for over 100,000 Earth Standard years. Leo, do you have any additional information about why I was brought to this time? It seems as if the Creeper has destroyed everything we ever worked to save. Yeah, Dude 2000 Demois was a great game that I actually played quite extensively when I was younger. That game was actually pretty old. It was actually released in, what, 2000, I believe? I only have the story map that we are following. If more information is available, it is locked away and inaccessible in my gel circuits. Perhaps this is my punishment. Perhaps I died many years ago. Could this be the mythological cursed realm of Helheim my ancestors believed in? Possible. Scars, there's a reactor attack artifact on this world. Pick that up as soon as possible. We can use it to generate energy in confined regions. We can use it to generate energy in confined regions, aka the reactor. I see there's also a shield key here. I'll destroy the 3 emitters and collect that key. Alrighty, let's go ahead and place down our command module. Spam some collectors out just so we can get some power going. Reactors, by the way, take quite a bit of power to be useful, so there is that to keep in mind. Can I make a connection? Oh, I can. If you wait too long on this game, by the way, you will have a very difficult time later on pushing the Creeper back. Which is why I kind of rush it to begin with. Alrighty, the reactor has been acquired. Let's go ahead and get some cannons going. Let's see, we are using more power than we are producing at the moment. I'll need to keep that in mind. And it doesn't make me feel old, Demois, it just makes me feel a bit more nostalgic than anything else. Especially considering how much I actually enjoyed that game. And yeah, there we go. They will be doing what they do. And build a couple relays. Structures, reactors. We can build 3 on that platform, but I want to wait for the rest of those to get built before we tax the system anymore. Alrighty. Go ahead and tax the system a bit more. Get some more reactors going. We're taxing the system a bit too much now, but once those reactors are built, we're going to be just fine. Let's go ahead and move in the cannons. Let's put another collector there. Collector here, collector there. Collector for you, collector for you. Collector for everyone. Everyone gets a collector. So I'm going to put a relay there and another relay here. As well as one up there. There is a way to connect those, but I won't be able to do it until I destroy that. And by then it doesn't even matter. Let's go ahead and move these guys, though, into better locations. What just got destroyed? like anything got destroyed. Weird. Ah, those reactors are done. Alrighty, so we're producing more and more power. Let's go ahead and get those in there. Those. And those. That'll really tax the system, but we'll be a lot better off once those are all done. Still play Total Annihilation from time to time. Ah, okay, I see. The structures up there I had placed are getting destroyed. That's what's going on. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move those in just a bit. How are those doing? Those are doing just fine. I can destroy that one because I don't need that placed there just yet. Like a collector there. Let's see, can we get a collector in there? We can. I'd also like to get a relay in here. There we go. Let's go ahead and speed up the time just a bit. Alrighty. So we need to essentially make a few more turrets, cannons rather, just so we can help speed up this process. We have more power than we actually need at the moment, thanks to the reactors. So we're going to advance our cannons. So we're going to make another cannon here, and it sounds like something just got destroyed. Where at? Might have been some of the cannons I had placed. Whatever. It's not a big concern if some of them get destroyed. Just gonna put you there, along with you here. You guys are doing just fine, it looks like. Let's go ahead and advance you guys inside here. Alrighty. So that actually has a target. We can place that. Hopefully that doesn't get destroyed. That also has a target. And this one has a target, but I don't think we are close enough to keep that one in play. No, we're not. Alrighty. Should be good enough. The nullifier on the left is destroyed, the one on the right is destroyed, and that one in the center will be destroyed here momentarily. Alrighty. Now the only thing left to do is to get rid of that creep and essentially kick some ass. That is the effect of one of those power locations, by the way. This cannon pretty much becomes a machine gun and just wrecks face. This is really all it does. There we go, we got the Far York shield key. Let's continue and then let us go to Far York. Then the next one will be Star Sync, I believe. Far York, I know this place. You no doubt remember one epoch of this world. Far York was a mighty world and served as a center of commerce for 13 different civilizations. This map, by the way, is actually a repeat from one of the previous games, so that's why Scars remembers it. It's nothing but cratered ruins now. Yeah, indeed. Toward the end of its final occupation, the surviving humans scorched the planet with orbital mass drivers. It was an effort to, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Scanners show a mortar tech artifact on this world that should prove to be very useful against the emitters in the craters. Indeed it will. Why isn't this ship already equipped with this weapon technology? It once was, but many things happened over the course of billions of years. The ship isn't the original, and I've had to reconstruct and rebuild it many times. Each reconstruction was performed carefully and slowly so as not to be discovered. I'll ask more about that later. For now, let's take out these emitters and pick up that shield key. Alrighty, so we're going to place our command center over here. And spam some more collectors, as we usually do. We essentially want to make a network of collectors out to here. It'll be easier and will provide me some startup power. Let's see. To there. To there. Let's go ahead and get some collectors going around these craters. Yeah, Demois, I do understand the feels about enjoying older games and remembering them. And then you get younger people that are coming like, what the hell are you talking about? Demois, if you haven't noticed my Twitter feed, actually, lately I've been watching Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and stuff like that. Legend of Zelda series that have been out for a very, very long time. Alrighty. Hopefully there should be enough collectors. From here we can actually build some reactors out over here. Can't build one there, huh? Alrighty. While those are being built, we can build some cannons in here to help curb the creep away. Might be a bit late on that one. Let's go ahead and place the collectors down here as well, because we'll need them. And the mortar technology has been made. Alrighty, mortar technology has been made. That's a good thing. Let's start placing some of those out. We definitely need to keep the creep at bay, though. That is definitely a must. Yep, I know about that. By the way, this over here is a terrain meter. The dark brown, or the brown color, is the actual terrain. The blue that is on top of that is the creep level. There is a third color that I'm aware of. It is a light... It's almost like a off-white, but blue tinted. That is for the anti-creep, which we'll get later on. Alrighty. So we got some of those things being made, we got a bunch of reactors being made, which is why our system is getting taxed to all hell right now. Hopefully our cannons are able to keep up while those are getting built over there. Oh, something just got destroyed. One of the collectors, okay. Yeah, we were definitely pushing our network system's power to the limits at the moment. Mortar, by the way, is very great against creep that is very, very deep, simply because it pretty much makes a penetrating shell directly down into it, which I'm sure Demois is well aware of what mortar can do in actual applications. This game is no different than what it can do. If it does, I don't know where that is, Mason. We can actually move this closer. We can actually make a couple more mortars around here. Just so we can continue pushing the creep back. As well as a few more cannons. Yeah, that's part of the reason why it's mortar. Right underneath the visibility, over here, huh? Okay. Well, it could be that I just haven't seen it either, Mason. It's actually a very good possibility that might actually just be the case. Let's go ahead and make some more collectors over here, along with the reactors. I know I'm overtaxing my system right now, but it looks like the weaponry is able to keep up and hold it back. It doesn't appear to be an issue. The mortar over here is doing pretty well. Looks like I need more cannons over here. I'll build a couple more. Let's go ahead and make this 4x speed, so I don't foresee any issues going on. I just need those reactors up and running. Okay, those are up and running. Let us take a quick look at what has happened in that very, very quick time. We are pretty much ready to nullify this one down here. We do need to connect it. Oh, the creep is a bit too extensive there, apparently. Alrighty. If that's the case, let us make a relay network. Over to here, as well as over to here. Just because we'll need it. And we can also advance this portion down while we're waiting. No reason to have weapons that are not doing anything, you know? So that can be advanced on down then. Let's see about getting a relay system out to over to here, just so the thing can get charged up faster. Let's actually relay around. How's this doing? These can actually be pushed down. Nope, don't go there. Go here. Alrighty, so that one is pretty much done for. Just need to target it. See with this one here. There we go. And this one should be ready soon. Part of the reason, by the way, I use collectors instead of relays for advancing is, well, they're cheap. They only cost half the energy of a relay, although there is that speed issue. But I'm okay with that because usually I can just use the relays later on into the system to pass energy quicker if it is necessary. So that one's about destroyed, the other one's about destroyed. Already, and that one will be destroyed here momentarily. Let's go ahead and speed up the time. And actually, while we're waiting for that, we can actually go over to that and grab that shield key. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Demois, that's why it's still used today. Works just the same. Still penetrates, still does its job. Okay, now off to StarSync. Let us start. Calibrating planetary scanners. The loading screen. At last, we have access to the inhibitor in the system. Unfortunately, this world is a disaster. Indeed. What happened here? It appears terrible weapons were used that ripped the world apart. As you are seeing, humanity went to every extreme in its fight with the Creeper. The nightmare these people must have experienced, unimaginable. I'm not sure what approach would be best here, Scars. Wait, I detect 2 tech artifacts. Excellent. I see them on the scanners. Ore miner and sprayer? Yes, build ore mines on those ore deposits you see. They will send ore to the command node. From there, it will be processed into anti-creeper, which is what I mentioned earlier. That'll be the lightish, bluish colored color thing on the meter. It also looks lighter blue on the map too, as well. So you'll see that here in a minute. Ah, yes, anti-creeper. It was my daughter, Alia. Sigh. It was my daughter, Aliana, who unlocked the secrets of anti-creeper long ago. I assume the sprayer would deliver anti-creeper to the battlefield. Temporarily offline. Job maintenance in process. Maintenance? Now? Looks like some things have not changed in 5 billion years. I'll get right to work on taking out this inhibitor while you perform maintenance on your gel circuits. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and place down the command nodule. We can drag and drop, by the way, to quickly make a network if you really want. That one I do not want there because that'll be over the ore node. From here I can just spam out some things. Part of the reason, by the way, I overtax the system early on is because the collectors only require 5 energy. Since they're built very rapidly and they provide additional power, they are essentially going to allow me to make more everything pretty quick. Anyway, so we unlocked the ore mine, so we can only build the ore mine on top of the ore deposits, which are those blue crystals looking things out there. And then the sprayer is considered a weapon. So there is that to consider as well. Just going to get a couple of sprayers set up out there while I set up some connections to them, as well as get additional collectors going for power. Yeah, so me spamming collectors and taxing the system that way for power is generally not an issue, since they often pay for themselves in the end. Alrighty, got some of those going. We have a little bit of power to spare, so we could actually build some reactors here. Alright, that'll be close enough to our energy limits. And that sprayer is about done, so I'll start getting some ore. This blue stuff, the blue line here, is the processed ore into anti-creeper. And the brown blocks that are coming from the ore mines is the anti-creeper material. The ore material, if you will. And this is what that gel looks like on the world. Definitely is a lighter blue than the creeper. And as such, on the elevation bar down in the bottom right, it shows as well. It also gives you a how much there is and what it's going on a bit more in depth in terms of like the anti-creeper being drained and stuff like that. Generally, those numbers I don't concern myself with, because if you're concerning yourself with that, you are taking the game way too seriously. Way too seriously. But yeah, that stuff will help me keep them at bay, as I essentially get a bit more power going. Let's see, I can do that as well as that. I can actually make a few more. Yep, I can make a few more. That'll be it for the system, though. Got those to make. There should be plenty for now. Once those have been made, we can make some relays out to the sprayers, so the material gets there quicker, as well as make some relays to the ore mines. There we go, so a few have been made, so we can actually run lines out to excuse me, run lines out to it. Alrighty. Can I not get one on there? Guess I can't. We'll just have to deal with that then. Alrighty, so we got a couple sprayers going on. We definitely need to get some mortar out here going on, as well as the cannons. And if possible, I would like to get a relay going there. So let's get a cannon over here as well as mortar. Alrighty, so those have been built. These will start firing off. That relay was built, great, which means I can get up to there and start firing off the weapons from there as well. Then I can build a relay there, as well as one there, hopefully. This is going to allow me to actually get up on top with enough mortars in place. Since they are the only weapon I have at the moment that can actually go up platforms. Let me go ahead and put a collector into there. Gives me some additional power as well as make their connections actually a thing. Let's see, relays. Let's go ahead and put a relay over here. We can also put a relay over to here as well, and work on advancing on this position. That. I think I would want to do that as well, and that can actually be destroyed then. Self-loading motors are very effective. Not them tanks, huh? I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to actually make a self-loading mortar. The concept of mortar is pretty easy to replicate on a manufacturer's styled level, which of course can just be applied to military usage. Alrighty, so as soon as I can, I'm going to put that up there, which is now, since it'll take some time to get up there. The structure has barely any health. I need to make sure the cannon is able to handle that. Alright, looks like it's able to handle it just fine. I see. Alrighty, so the nullifier can go there. Another one. What we actually need is better spacing up there. I can put one here because the nullifier can actually go up elevations. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I'm going to put one there then. Let's go ahead and make another cannon or two, so we have some additional weapons going on. How is our power usage? We are nearing the max, but we're also building quite a few things right now. And there we go, it goes red. What do you guys think of this game, by the way? This game was actually recommended by Mason. I actually was unaware that they even made a third one. But, yeah. What do you guys think? Alrighty, and then we move the mortar over to there, so it becomes super mortar. Which will help out in the long run against them. And then we got another one here, which will help as well. go ahead and make some relays out to here as well, which will up that speed that I spoke about before. And let's see, put one there. We can move these guys on over, since we're no longer doing anything entirely useful there, especially considering those are going to be doing it. It's not bad. And of course you do, Mason. No, I wouldn't think you would recommend a game that you disliked. Have you learned anything from my playstyle compared to what you did, Mason? You like it too, AI? Good to know. I don't know how many streams this game might take. I might even be done this stream. Well, probably not, looking at the time. But yeah, I don't know how many streams this will actually take to complete this game, but I do intend on finishing it. Alrighty, we got the mortars going on over there. That one's pretty much shut down there. On the fire. Here. I'm a lot faster. Hours on each and every level except for the first couple, huh? I think the longest I've spent on a world when I first tested this game out was about 40 minutes, and that is on a sector that's upcoming. The reason it took about 40 minutes is because I tried a different strategy and it pretty much screwed me over in the long run. Let's see, we're good on reactors, but we could always use a couple more since we're not using our full energy right now. It doesn't hurt to have a bit more energy in case we need to burst a bunch of structures out. Okay, so that one's about destroyed. Go ahead and advance our units. We actually need to advance our relays as well. You can actually move up to there. The sprayer I actually forgot about. I don't really need the sprayers anymore at this point. But, whatever, I'll keep them for now. Alrighty. So, that inhibitor over here is our main target we want to destroy. Okay, so that's been made. The nullifier will be made here shortly. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Done. Let's claim our victory and continue on. Alrighty. Let's look that. There we go. Actually, oh. Yeah, you can actually see how far I got. I got to the 4th zone, the 4th sector in this map, this area here. Yeah, because I can actually see how many missions there are. The rest of them were question marks to me. Yeah, so you can see how far I actually got in the game when I was messing around. Why these planets aren't re-shielded, though, when I reset the missions, I don't know. Let us head here, then. Jojo. Baron, this road has seen better days. Yes, a very long time ago, Jojo was a world with great mountains and vast oceans. Humans across the vastness of time would visit this world for its beauty it offered. And now it's a great rock in space, with, wait, what are those strange towers? In the south, there are 3 spore towers along with 3 emitters. Unfortunately, there is a beam tech artifact on the central island. There is? No, there is. Aerial spores, coincidence. On the first road where we encountered the spores, there is also technology to defend against the spores. This is also similar to the original exodus of Odin City. I was believed Platius had placed the artifacts we found on our journey. I have no record of Platius since I was constructed. If he was present over the eons, he was very well hidden. Alright, boys. I see. I'll collect that beam tech artifact and construct several beam units to defend our base. That should protect the units while I take out the emitters and towers. So we're going to place our command module there, start placing out the collectors. And now we have access to over to this island, which will help. We also need to pretty much rush out to here to help defend against the oncoming creep as well. Yeah, go away. Notification. Don't care about you. I know I collected it. That was the whole point of me making a connection to it. Thanks. Alrighty. Let's see, we are only making 5 power at the moment. Need a lot more than that. Let's see, what are the timers on those? They are being built. They are at 35% completion. Okay. Good. I thought they were already built when they first came. Alrighty, so we need a few cannons going on over here pretty quickly. While that's going on, I can build a few more collectors off that one strand, just so they don't all try getting built at once, to help preserve energy production and usage. Alrighty, we can put one there, one here, one here. Alrighty, our energy usage is minimal now. Continue constructing. Welcome back, boys. Already, ore mines can be put out. That one needs to be connected. Alrighty, we need to essentially get up to here and build some mortars, as well as some cannons. And yeah, I did this out of order because I have Strafer and Bomber Tech, which I should not have yet. So yeah, the plan's not being reset properly is definitely a concern. But we'll get to those in a moment. We can go ahead and place out our Beam Tech in a line more or less, which will help again protect against the aerial assault, which their build is 98% done at this point in time. Let's go ahead and go on up to here, where we can then place some additional weapons, and hopefully we can squeeze mortar on in there if we can. Alrighty, now for the relay network. There. That's good. The relay network will be useful for making reactors later on, as well as just getting them all out there in this mission. Let's see, I can't make that connection. Okay. Let's see, the distance is there for that. There. As well as there. And we can also make a connection there. We can also make some more collectors in this area, and our first aerial assault will be in 55 seconds. That's fine, our beams have already been made, so I'm not worried about them. We do need some more cannons going on. The creep is fast advancing. I could also probably bring that one up, as well as that one. That can be brought up. This can be brought up. Let's Going to move our beams forward as well. Okay. Definitely making a lot of progress pretty quick. By the way, boys, did I say welcome back? If not, welcome back, and if I did, I'm focused on the game. That's really all I can say. Let's see what's going on then. This unit is no longer being useful, so we need to move them up. We need to move that one up. That one can be moved up as well. Let us put a relay here and another one here. Let's see, we also need a relay here and here. That one's no longer attacking. That one still is, but we can still move that. I will leave that one where it is. It's not doing a whole lot where it is, but it's doing more than not being there. We got the Tyflex shield key. I did? Alright. I don't know. Things. Did we miss that first aerial attack? Oh no, we didn't miss it. It happened, I just wasn't paying attention to the beams. I was paying attention to units. Alrighty. Since we are able to get a relay up to there, we can actually start putting down some mortar up there just to help drain this area, which has pretty much maxed out on height. With that, we can also put a beam up here, which will help protect those, as well as we can put a beam here, and some more mortars up to here. I would like to get on this island as well, but I think that'll have to wait a bit. Actually, you know what? I can move that mortar over. Let's move you there, actually. You can actually stay here, then. I don't need 3 on this this cliff face. Not anymore. Especially considering those were made, and it looks like that one mortar was destroyed. That's okay. Yeah, if you notice, the creep is actually getting up on the island face now, which is what I wanted to avoid if possible. But alright, this mortar will help clear that phase of that elevation. I'll take a moment. I'll take a look at that in a moment, boys. Alright, we can move some of these guys forward. You're not going to get power there. You get power there, you can be brought forward. Let's cancel that. Bring out a relay. Let's actually go ahead and put some more relays out here just so we can advance some of our units. Need to make a connection there. I would like a connection here. Not going to happen, is it? Not nicely, anyway. Alrighty. Let's see. So we got a beam there, beam there. We can move this beam here and actually move a relay to here. And we can actually advance some of our units up. Let's go ahead and move another, let's build another relay there. Alrighty. We can put that there, make some collectors around here, just to advance our units without worrying about relays and such. I typically think of the relays as like a fast advancement, like I was doing here, where while they are more expensive than collectors, they go a lot more longer distance, so I can rush into these spots like here and get something going for defense, and that will help me progress forward, while I use the collectors for a slower frontal assault with the cannons and whatnot. Like that one, like these are no longer doing anything, but I can advance them forward up to the creep line and actually have them do something for me then. And depending on my forward advances with the relays and mortars and whatnot, can actually quickly change on where the forward line actually goes. I'm sure Demois has heard a lot of these strategies in his time in the military. Yeah, like, those cannons, while they were doing things, just weren't pushing forward anymore. So they need to get forward. Those need to get forward as well. That beam can be pushed down. These can be moved over here. Let's see. Let's actually move that beam there and this one here. But again, yeah, while I have the Strafer Bomber technology, I should not have them yet, so I'm not going to be using them during this world. Otherwise, this world would be a lot easier. Like, stupidly easy. Throwing some more collectors around here. Now let me take a look at that. I think that it's an M16, by the way, from the Link. Yeah, M16A4. Took a quick look, since I have a moment here. After this mission, by the way, I will be continuing to stream, but I'll be doing a different game. Tate actually asked me to do Crash Landing with them, which is interesting. I actually don't know if there even is a multiplayer version of that map. Oh, here's actually a couple other things I wouldn't normally have. The Siphon and Terp, we'll get to those later on as well. I think the next time I'll play this game, by the way, will probably be... I don't know. I actually don't know. It'll be at some point. Maybe next week. That might be good. Let's see, let's go ahead and put that there. We can go ahead and get those into there. We can also put a beam in there. We're going to pretty much shut that down, as well as let's rush this one as well. Weapons, nullifier, good. Let's go ahead and push this beam into there. Oh, he has one set up for multiplayer. Multiplayer Crash Landing. Yeah, those units are not going to do anything, so they can be pushed up. Same with goes for these. By the way, once these have been destroyed, it'll be very, very useful to me, since I can throw mortar up on them and essentially just cover the nullifier and destroy it. I'll have another one over here pretty soon. Let's see, does that actually connect? If not, I'll build that there anyway. There we go. Yeah, so this one's going to pretty much cover this one, which is going to have the highest amount of creep normally. So that one's going to get shut down pretty quick. Like, that one's no longer a threat to me. I don't even care anymore about it. And this one's going to shut down that, which means these beams over here are no longer useful. Let's see though. We need to advance these units up a bit. So right now they're kind of being useless to me. That's fine, the collector got destroyed, but whatever. Alrighty, so that emitter is getting pretty much pummeled to death. That one's getting pummeled to death. This one's not doing anything, so that one can be moved over along with that one. These can get moved over. Alrighty, how's this doing over here? Ah, did he? I think I actually have him followed, but I haven't actually gotten to watch any of his streams lately. His times he usually streams is really off for me, so let's get some more collectors in here. Not that we really need any more power, but I noticed we are pretty much nearing the cap. So let's see. So this one just got destroyed. So yeah, that is what that actually does, by the way, to the beam. If you're wondering about the radius increase, it goes from that to that. It's a massive increase. Alrighty, so this nullifier should be able to hit that one. Yep. Alrighty, that'll be game. Just need to let that finish up, and let me just do that. All the units move in. Oh, do I actually need to destroy the spore as well? Okay. I'm okay with that. That is not going to be an issue. There we go. It'll be destroyed here momentarily. Done. Well, excuse me. That was a weird coughing fit. Yeah, so the mission is over, and that'll be it for this game, for this stream thus far. Going to take a short stream break to probably set up a server for me and Tate for Crash Landing. So yeah, there is that, and